So guys, I have to talk about this. So this was found in the files. It was actually added, I think, or something like that on the dev server, and then it got removed. And this is the ROSY system, guys. This is a brand new system that might be coming soon to the Abrams. So let's talk a little bit about it. It is in the files. As you can see this system itself. It's a modular smoke system together with the sensors over here. Which is pretty interesting, right? So how does it work? And we will see it actually in this update. Well, I kind of have some answers for you, okay? So first of all, we already have this system in the game, which is this thing. So see, we already have it. The sensors are down there, and the modular system is here. So how does that work in real life? Well, it is somewhat, it's not exactly, but it's somewhat similar to the RAMSA-Go system. So these systems, guys, are basically a radar or some form of sensor system that can identify where attacks are coming from, right? For example, the RAMSA-Go over here would identify where a missile is coming from, where a laser designation is coming from, and it would actually, deploy smoke and turn the turret to the target. So imagine that you are just playing and you got hit it, and the sensors will identify where, and it will look directly to the enemy. So it's kind of an aimbot, basically, locating where targets are coming from, right? Which is a pretty insane system. How does this work in the game? Well, it kind of doesn't, okay? So basically, we only have like the smoke, but it's not automated or anything like that, right? And unfortunately, guys, this ROSY system will be very similar. It will work in the same way that it does work here in the KF-41. It doesn't auto-deploy the smoke. Of course, this tank in particular has an active protection system, right? That it's not the ROSY, but it is integrated here with the ROSY so that it can, in real life, deploy smoke, for example, kind of automatically, right? So we would just deploy the smoke whenever I notice that it's being fired against, right? So in the game, like I said, we don't have that. We have another system in this tank that it's the APS, but it doesn't auto-deploy the smoke. It doesn't have anything with that, okay? So there is a debate over here that we need to talk about. Should we see these automated systems of smoke just like we have the APS? You tell me. The thing is, honestly, it could be annoying, but that's why if it's just annoying, it could be a button that you turn it on and off. So for example, if you want the automatic deployment of smokes, for example, you turn a button on and it will do it. If you don't want to, you can turn it off and it would be that. So I think at the end of the day, it would give, somewhat of a capability to these things. Of course, a system like the RAMSA-Go one that automatically, turns the turret might be too much. But even then, they could actually add this type of system if it's not that precise. Maybe it just looks to the general direction where the target is and not exactly where it is. So something like that, right? It could be annoying as well that you are in a battle, you have a smoke screen. It can be annoying, but also out of nowhere, right? But also, you can just turn the turret like without your control. It could be annoying. So something like this, I think, should be added, but with the option of you turning it off or on, right? I think the automatic smoke, I don't know about the turret thing, but the automatic smoke, man, it would probably save a lot of, you will not be able to shoot back, but at the same time, you are kind of protected, right? So I don't know. I have a feeling that it would be kind of a good system, okay? But this is kind of what the ROSY is. So apparently it was and it is coming for the SAP Abrams, right? So as you can see, the smoke system that we have here, completely different. We don't have the sensors or anything. So, so it's completely different from what we have right now. Again, when it's added, it will add probably for now, it will add two things for the SAP, for example, V2 over here. It will not have the automatic deployment of smokes, but it will create two things. Probably add finally a laser warning system for the SAP V2, which helps a bit. It's just a good system to have. And also, of course, it will have a different smoke with probably more launchers, which is great. and also a faster smoke if Gaijin wants to implement, because the ROSY can be deployed in less than a second. Sometimes the other smokes can take a little bit more than that. So it would be a faster smoke, right? So the ROSY is faster. And with the laser warning system, it could help the Abrams be a little bit more survivable, okay? So this is what you should expect when this system comes to the game. Unfortunately, it's not coming this update. So somebody asked that for me, and as you see here, regarding this ROSY on the Abrams SEP V1 and V2, are they going to get this system? Or is it something that you're never able to have it, and etc., right? So he doesn't answer too much, but apparently it will be happening, just not in this update, okay? Which is kind of sad. So it's a very small upgrade to the Abrams, but I think it's necessary. And then, like I said, there is the debate. Should we see automatic deployment of smokes on systems that work in a similar way? You tell me, right? Of course, remember, guys, it doesn't. I'm not sure, right? But I'm pretty sure that it auto deploys when it detects a laser. That's what I think happens, if I'm not mistaken. It's very classified, so it's very hard to find proper information, but I'm pretty sure it is a similar system to that. So very similar to the Ramsa-Go, but of course, the Ramsa-Go would turn the turret as well, right? So it's a little bit of a different system, right? So yeah, I mean, it's a debate. Should we see, automatic deployment of smoke? Should we see, auto turrets that turn around like the Ramsa-Go should be? Like, I don't know. You tell me, right? One thing that I just need to say is that, remember, guys, if you played with any tank that has smoke grenades that are on the front of the turret, you will notice that sometimes you get hit there and it explodes and it creates a cloud. And for me personally, normally, I don't die because of that. It feels like even an automatic system, although it is not, right? So I think the automatic deployment of smoke could be a thing that they add. It wouldn't be a bad thing. Just give us a button to choose if you want to see that or not, right? So, yeah, basically this is it. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and bye, guys. See you.